switching realities and alternate dimensions and whatnot. That's pretty sweet.
And then when the good Toxie sees Trent Haga again, he's like, I thought I killed you before.
Yeah, didn't I shove your head up your ass?
He shoved his head up my ass. Ah!
He's like, do you want to help us rape the retarded girl?
And then you get your average Troma, like, cameos, I guess, in the background, just like, real quick or whatever. I guess his daughter's in this one. Right. She's the deaf mute. Or no, she's not a deaf mute.
Deaf mute was in the Terra Firma.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm in the wrong movie. Yeah, this is...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Never mind.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. Edit.
Tito is an awesome character. I love Tito.
Catch him in the closet shooting heroin.
Shooting up heroin in the closet. And fuck this. I'm out of here.
I'll say he reminds me of a retarded Cartman.
Yeah, the retarded rebel fucking jacket that he wears. Drunk Sergeant Kabuki Man is also so fucking funny.
He rapes a girl.
He rapes Toxie's wife. Like,
right up. Yeah.
Oh, and then the weird superheroes that get to take down Noxie. Like,
oh, yeah, like the cow guy and the masturbating chick and the fucking...
Vibrator and masturbator.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they once again, Lloyd Kaufman decided to take it one step further to offend in another special way. The
death of Ron Jeremy in this is pretty sweet with the cross through the mouth out the back of the head.
Yeah, because isn't that where he's like, give me a sign, any sign, and you see the cross just kind of waving and then just stabs him through the mouth.
The shadow of the cross on his chest. The Hank the Angry Dwarf cameo as God is incredible and hilarious.
Yeah, it's a New York thing. It's a Howard Stern thing, too.
The Noxie Dick Monster, yet another example of Lloyd Kaufman's obsession with dick monsters.
Yeah, well, it was reused, and it was in Terra Firma, and then it was also in Romeo and Juliet.
Right.
And then we also get the car crash scene from
Well, there's a monster dick in fucking Poltergeist, too.
Yeah, and then I was saying that in Poltergeist after this. Yeah. And I think it even makes an appearance in Return to Nukem High as well.
And then, like, The Taint isn't even a Lloyd movie, but it's, like, full of monster dick stuff.
Yeah, then we get the car crash scene that was in Terra Firma.
Yeah, the car flip. Lots of good gore in this one. Probably, I mean, this overall might be my favorite Troma movie. It's the funniest one. The gore is the best and the most plentiful, aside from maybe Poltergeist.
Yeah, Poltergeist, especially towards the later half, was just insane.
Yeah, the amount of gore on display in that movie is ridiculous. There's it's kind of a bit long. Is one of my only real complaints about Citizen Toxie.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours and 2 minutes.
It is, yeah, it is a bit long, and that's one of Lloyd's big weaknesses is not being able to wrap up his narrative in the 90 minutes that he should.
It's funny that you say narrative in a Lloyd Kaufman directed film. Like, it's all out nonsense, like every fucking movie.
Well, because honestly,
most of them. This one has a genuine story going.
Yeah, saying honestly, I think mainly the reason he doesn't cut some of the stuff is just because he wants to show everything that they had filmed.
Well, they also built this as the official sequel to the first one, so they're just missing 2 and 3. I guess.
Well, like, I think in their own like kind of weird, silly way, because Stanley
shit on their own. They shit on their own old films.
Yeah, because even Stanley, said there were 2 other sequels. Yeah. Sorry about those.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, the third one's only the only one that's like the only one they really need to apologize for. And that one's even kind of cool because it's like kind of a kaiju movie in a way.
He's huge.
Yeah, isn't that doesn't he?
I didn't see that one.
I haven't seen that one in a long time. I need to rewatch that one.
If I remember correctly, that is.
But I want to say that he grows to be very large or something. This one, yeah, like I was saying, it has some of the best gore gags in Troma history, like the guy's head going up his ass and out his asshole, and that's one of the things about these Toxie movies is that they chug along like crazy for the first 20 minutes. They're just like pedal to the floor, fucking guts and blood.
What I think it is like it just kind of wears off on you after a little bit. It's never like it comes to like dull moments.
Well, I mean, it definitely...
That's what it does for me, though. Like, I become desensitized to that exact movie after maybe a half hour.
The first the first 20 minutes or so of these movies is a lot of effects and a lot of sleaze and whatnot, and then they get to, like, the story. And,
they got to move
a lot of dialogue and
They got to move the acts along, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's where the breaks come in. But, like, for the first 20 minutes of this one and the second one and the first one, it's
That's what.
Pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
Yeah, 'cause
why.
I think the second
Well,
and
I
third
mean,
were-
that's your exact point that his movies shouldn't drag out that long. They shouldn't be 2 hours. They shouldn't.
Yeah, they don't need as much like dialogue and character development as they have.
But
a
it's
lot
not
of the
even really
time.
character development as much as just content.
Yeah, it is mostly just a lot of random content.
Like genuinely, like Lloyd Kaufman's funny. Like the comedy in these movies work almost.
Oh
in
yeah,
every movie.
definitely. He's
so
like the
fucking
Mel
hilarious.
Brooks of splatter comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
A
The
lot of his-
the overdubbing voices, like in almost every single movie, is fucking hilarious.
A lot of the jokes that he uses are very, very Mel Brooks.
Mm.
He reminds me a lot of like a cross between Mel Brooks and like the Marx Brothers if they made H.G. Lewis movies, I guess, but way more over the top.
Yeah, because I think this one is even like because we're the second and third Toxic Avenger films kind of tame, like with the violence.
Oh yeah, the second one has like
Well, the first one's like an all-out 80s movie, pretty much.
the second one has a lot of violence in the first 20 minutes, and then a bit when they're in Tokyo. But between minute 21 and like an hour and 20 minutes, and then like after that toward the end, it's there's not a lot of violence to be found.
Yeah,
where
this one they even have a throwback to the original one where he has to turn around and hit that old lady in a walker.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, because in the first one, that I got to rewatch that one. I forgot to mention that, but
Yeah, where they're playing the car game.
yeah, so that's kind of a throwback. I don't know if 2 and 3 did that also. I'm not sure.
Not that I remember. I just rewatched 2, and it didn't really have too much. Just I don't know. It didn't reminisce about the first one a whole lot. If it did, it would probably be a better movie. Well, I guess we can get to the score time.
Yeah.
I give this one an 8.5.
Okay, and I would go with an 8.75 on this one.
Yeah, I'm going 8.25.
That's
It might be one of the funniest Troma movies.
It's the
Oh, it
funniest
is.
Troma
Yeah, it
movie.
is the funniest.
It's
for sure.
fucking like you said. The first 20 minutes, it's just like nonstop gag after gag, with gore, and then he does try to do the format with the bad and evil Toxie for a little bit. It feels like a superhero movie at sometimes.
The characters in this one are the most solid across the board. Like, there aren't any really annoying characters. His girlfriend kind of grates on my nerves a little bit here and there, but she's mostly funny, especially in Amortville.
Yeah.
Like the Amortville version of Sarah is hilarious.
All right, so next week we are doing a Randy pick. It's a Stephen King movie.
Stephen King movies.
And
But these two assholes don't know what they're doing yet.
I'll do it on the fly. You two go first, and
I'm doing Graveyard Shift.
Okay, that's cool.
And I will do Thinner. It's been a while since I've seen it.
All right, well I have to do Mangler because you did Thinner because I need to rewatch
And those are basically like Randy picks anyway, so.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because if I wasn't going to pick Graveyard Shift, I'd pick one of those two. Or maybe Needful Things, but that... I mean, those...
I'm not picking Stephen King's greatest flicks, so I'm picking something I need to watch again.
Yeah, it's like because Needful Things hasn't been talked about like nearly enough, so that would have been a good
And
one to
I would have
choose,
picked
but-
Desperation if I didn't watch it a month ago, and I was
But
disappointed.
in the intro for the next episode is going to be long as fuck because I am going to fucking pontificate about Stephen King films for quite a minute.
Yeah, say our next episode's probably gonna be long just because we're gonna have your 20 list, we're gonna have our next 10, and then the long intro of Stephen King.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're a legitimate fan of the Horror Drunks podcast, then you'll like the next one.
Yeah, but where can you see us, though?
Will you see us in hell?
That's where you would most likely see us. That's
That's
where
warm
we'll
there.
see you.
That's... Whoa, hold on.
Every time we talk like this now, all I can think of is that Relocated show. It was funny. It's a funny show.
Alright, yeah,
I would watch it again.
sure. I guess we'll
see you in hell. See you
What
in
a...
hell.
That's a terrible outro.
We'll see you in hell.
Maybe next time we'll get it.